Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, thank you for coming today to honor the memory of such a special friend, companion, and family member, Boomer. It is difficult to find the right words when we lose a pet, especially one like Boomer, who has been such an integral part of our lives for oh so long. Today, we remember him not just as a dog, but as a beloved friend whose presence will forever be missed and whose memory will live on in the minds of those who knew him. I loved my dog. But Boomer wasn't just a dog. No, he was a Bernese Mountain Dog. The Bernese Mountain Dog is a breed bred for their intelligence, their loyalty, their good nature, and overall, their love for people. Boomer embodied all of those traits to the highest degree. He was adorable, 110 pounds, a massive dog covered in black, white, and brown fur. But his presence wasn't his appearance. His presence can be summed up in his heart, the way he connected with us. Boomer was incredibly smart, probably the smartest dog I have ever known. Bernese Mountain Dogs are known, again, for their intelligence and their trainability, but Boomer seemed to take it to a whole other level. Boomer seemed to understand things, as if he had some innate sense of what was going on in all of our lives. It was like he had been sitting, understanding English, sitting in a corner of the room and listening to us tell everything we knew about ourselves. Boomer knew me. He was a very smart dog. He seemed to understand things. Boomer's intelligence was emotional and intellectual. He knew that I was sad when I was sad. He knew that I was happy when I was happy. I can't explain that, but I loved my dog. At 9 years old, Boomer's passing from natural causes, though expected in the natural course of general life and understanding, feels like a profound loss. He lived a full and happy life, but for those who loved him, it feels as though there could never be enough. We didn't have enough time with Boomer. Now, 9 years may seem like a long time, but it's a pretty short time for a dog, especially since we got him only a couple weeks old. But it could never be long enough, and I know that now. I know that if I lost him in 10 years from now, it wouldn't be enough time. I miss my dog. I miss my dog. Boomer's passing has left an emptiness, but I don't want to focus only on the sadness, although it is a sad day. Instead, I would like to take a moment to reflect on the joy that he brought me, that he brought all who knew him, who got to pet him, who got to run around with him. After all, while the loss is painful, the memories we have are so priceless. The memories are the treasure. One of the most beautiful things I would say about Boomer is his loving nature. He had the gentlest heart, despite the fact that he looked quite terrifying when he was barking at you. Due to his large size, he had the gentlest heart. He was always there, quietly waiting for attention, always willing to sit and share a quiet moment. He wasn't just a dog, he was a constant companion who offered unconditional love every single day. Coming home from school, Boomer offered love and appreciation and excitement. I miss him. Boomer was also full of personality. He was filled with love, but he was also filled with personality. One of those things that you just don't really understand, but dogs have personalities. And Boomer was no different. He would wag his tail excitedly, run around, knocking over furniture. He would always make us laugh. Whether it was his playful antics or his determination to get the last bite of food, Boomer had a personality, and we loved him for it. Boomer was smart. He knew our routines. He knew our rhythm. He had adopted to them when he was such a young pup. He didn't just follow commands, he communicated the commands. He understood what we wanted him to do, and he did it. He was a great dog. Very teachable, very intelligent, but also with a bit of sarcasm. Boomer knew that he had to do something, but it took a little bit of convincing to get him to do it. He communicated with us in his own special way. When he wanted something, whether it was a treat, a walk, or just some extra attention, he knew how to ask in the sweetest, most patient way. He would just nudge his nose, look up at us with those eyes, and it felt as if he was speaking directly to us. And that's what I loved about Boomer the most, was the fact that I felt like I could talk to him, and I know he didn't understand, but it felt like he did. It felt like he did. His presence became an anchor. Always there, always steady. It's the quiet but profound bond that we will remember the most. The way he offered us wisdom, companionship, and love without ever asking for anything in return, other than sometimes a treat. It's hard to say goodbye to someone who's been with us for so many of life's moments, but even in his passing, there's a sense of peace knowing that Boomer lived a full life, one that was rich with love, affection, and joy. He was a dog who had everything he needed: love, food, comfort, and a family who loved him. My whole family loved Boomer. He gave us his little heart, and we gave him ours. And I would say that the bond between man and man's best friend is one of the strongest bonds you can have. The bond between humans and dogs is very strong. As we mourn Boomer's loss, let's also take time to be thankful for him. Boomer may no longer be with us physically, but he will always be in our memories. His love will never fade. The imprints of his paw prints, not only on our floors, also exist in our hearts. We can find comfort in knowing that his journey was filled with love, happiness, and care. And many people may think, people who haven't had a dog before, might think that this is overkill, talking about a dog like this, but no. I did love my dog very dearly.